Hello, friend. Thank you for joining me. We are actually going to, I'm pretty sure you already guessed it, we're going to be building a Barbie house. Now, I decided that I thought this Barbie for this particular challenge, which I'll go over here in just a few minutes, would be good in Oasis Springs just because there's like a lot of things that you can forage and that, because this particular Barbie in the first generation is supposed to be a housewife and not hold an actual career. And then also just because I feel like the Barbie I remember as a child was Malibu Barbie, and Malibu Barbie had like I always envisioned her with like palm trees and all that kind of stuff around her, and Oasis Springs has that. So I think Oasis Springs is like the perfect place for my first Barbie. So I did create this house in Oasis Springs. You obviously can put it wherever you want to. So this particular house, it is going to be just a 1-bedroom house, and I made it pretty modern because I always kind of as a child had an envision of my Barbie being kind of modern and classy, and that's just kind of how I always envisioned Barbie. I always envisioned her having like this really nice apartment with like all glass windows or something. I just remember being that young of an age, looking at magazines and catalogs and stuff. So yes, I'm old enough to have catalogs on magazines as what I had as a child. But I always looked at those and I would envision myself just being this like, kind of a modern woman, which is so far from what I actually am. In my home, I like kind of a mix between modern and country. So I'm kind of like in between the two. So I definitely like wood rather than painted surfaces, and I like florals and stuff like that. But I definitely like the more neutral colors like grays and tans and that kind of thing when I'm decorating my home. So I'm kind of like a mixture of it. So this house is definitely a little bit more modern than something I would probably want to live in, but I do really love it. I think it's like the perfect Barbie house. So my thought was with this house, I wanted to build it in a way that if we moved it to a different, larger lot, that we could expand it and add some bedrooms, because the first generation Housewife Barbie is supposed to have at least 3 kids and a pet. So I wanted to make it something that I felt like I could expand. But I also wanted to give, if you wanted this, I wanted to give you guys something that was already completely decorated for you to be able to download if you wanted to play this challenge and you didn't want to have to build a house. So I wanted to give you the option of having a fully built house. Now I believe this house comes in around $65,000 because I actually do add a lot of extra, which is kind of funny because in the beginning I start off with the basic cabinets, which I debated on switching those to the Dream Home Decorator cabinets because I actually really like those better. And initially when I started with the basic cabinets, I thought maybe I could come in around, 20 to 30,000. So I was trying to be, cost effective as I was picking items, but that did not happen because finally at some point when I looked at the budget, I was over 30,000 and I was like, just forget it. I'm just gonna decorate it the way I want to decorate it. So all in all, I believe it comes in around 65,000, which if you type in the cheat that's free real estate on cheat, you can get this house without any problems. If you don't know how to do that, you just do, if you're on the computer, you do the Shift Control C. If you're on a console, you do the 4 trigger buttons in the back all at the same time, and it opens up your menu, and then you just type in free real estate space on, and then it'll allow your sim to have any lot that they want. So I did decide to keep with like the whole pink theme with this house. So everything is pretty pink. At the very end, I added in some blue because at first I was just trying to keep it like pink and white, and then I started realizing that I wanted a kind of a pop of color. So we do eventually add in the blue color in the house, because when you look at like Barbie dream houses and stuff like that, they do have like the blue, white, pink, different shades of pink, all of that. So I wanted to kind of stay true to what Barbie's colors were, but obviously you can change anything that you want to change in here, do whatever you want with it. And I do give Barbie, like, I kind of thought initially as I was building the house, I imagined Barbie would do yoga and have like a little yoga studio. So I eventually end up adding like a little yoga studio in the back, which in my own personal gameplay I had to remove because it cost too much money, because I did want to move in for 20,000 and just kind of build on. I like to play that way. I don't know, when I play in a house that's already built, while I love creating them already built, when I play in a house that's already built, kind of takes a little bit of the fun out of it for me, because a lot of the fun for me is actually adding stuff to the house, making the house, you know, just really grand after you started off with hardly anything. That's just how I like to play. Since I do like to build houses, it's no problem for me just to start in an empty house and then create whatever I'm going to create at some point. But I think Barbie's probably going to stay here. I don't know. We might end up making this like a 2-story, or we might switch lots, because there is another lot. I debated on starting in the larger lot area of Oasis Springs. This is kind of like the midsection. So I kind of tested out the lower cost section, but I didn't like that it was all the dirt. And this one has grass. And then I also had tried it in the bigger area, but I felt like the house just got like lost in that really big lot. So we're starting off in the midsection, maybe as Barbie and Ken, because we are planning on having a Ken. I downloaded like 16 Kens so that Barbie would have lots and lots of options. Huge variety of Kens. They look all different ways, but we'll just see, you know, who Barbie falls for. Because I do have Wonderful Whims, and with Wonderful Whims, your sim can actually decide like who they like or who they actually are attracted to. So I'm kind of curious to see. I feel like we'll go with that and see who Barbie finds attractive, and then we'll just kind of go with that. So I really don't have like a specific Ken that I'm wanting in any way. I will say, when I looked up Kens, because I downloaded them from the gallery, I cannot make Sims. When I looked up the Kens, a lot of them were blonde hair, blue-eyed Kens, just like the traditional Ken doll. But there were quite a few that were all different ethnicities, and so I downloaded them as well. And we'll just see who it is that Barbie ends up meeting and who she finds attractive and all that kind of stuff, and just play that way. I did do a cast video, so if you guys haven't seen the cast video and you like watching cast videos, feel free to watch that. It'll go over the challenge rules with you, and you'll get to see who Barbie is that we downloaded. But if you're somebody who doesn't like to watch casts, I'm not particular to casts. I enjoy it if I'm looking for something specific. I enjoy watching casts, but as a rule, I'm not real huge on cast videos. But if you are, feel free to watch that. But if not, let's go over the challenge. I've linked the link down below for Sim Himbo on Tumblr, and I'll just kind of go through it right here. So it's the Sims 4 Barbie Legacy Challenge is what we're going to be doing. And I actually, let me just clarify, I saw this challenge, I saw Vixella do it. I have been, ever since I saw the Barbie movie, I've been wanting to play some version of Barbie as a Sim. And I love what James Turner does with his Super Sim, and I've kind of thought, well, maybe Barbie would be the perfect Super Sim, and I could do that. And then I came across, actually I think I was searching Barbie for Sims, and I came across Vixella, or maybe I was just watching her, because I do like watching Vixella a lot. She's pretty funny. So I was watching Vixella, and she said that she was doing this Barbie Legacy, and then she started reading rules, and I'm like, wait, what? There's actually a Barbie Legacy? So since I know there's a Barbie Legacy, I've kind of been, for the last probably 2 weeks, I've been trying to decide, do I want to do Barbie as a Super Sim, or do I want to do Barbie as this Legacy Challenge? Because there's another Legacy Challenge I actually am really interested in doing, which is the Sims in Bloom challenge that I've been watching Rochella do, the Sims in Bloom challenge. But I guess I've kind of just settled on the Barbie Legacy. There's not a lot of people doing the Barbie Legacy, and I thought that would be kind of fun, because you know, when you see a lot of other creators doing the challenge, it kind of slants your view on how the challenge should go. And I kind of want to do this fresh, where there's hardly anybody doing it. I've only watched Vixella do it, so I can have like a fresh take on it and kind of do it my own way and not have any preconceived, I guess, ideas. So anyway, so back to the challenge rules. So it says, oh, hi there. I haven't posted here in a while, but I just watched the Barbie movie a few days ago, and needless to say, it is now my entire personality. So here's my first ever Legacy Challenge based on Barbie's many, many careers and achievements. Apologies in advance, this challenge uses a lot of packs. I'm sorry, I might try to do a base game version at some point. Challenge rules below the cut. So it is the Barbie Legacy Challenge by Sims Himbo. The general rules are, all heirs must be female and named Barbie. Non-heir children may have any name. You may use free real estate cheat for your first house, but try not to use money cheats after that. You are allowed and encouraged to use lot traits and rewards to boost skill gain. Speaking of that, I did not put any lot traits on this house. When you download it, you might want to add some lot traits to it, because I did not do that. So anything that's in game is fair game. Packs that you will need get to work, city living, cats and dogs, get famous, and island living, spa day, and parenthood. And then optional packs for the optional generations is university, cottage living, horse ranch, Strangerville. You only need spa day for the high maintenance trait in one of the generations and nothing else. So it's fine to skip out on it. So we'll go over the generations. We are starting with generation 1 Housewife Barbie. That is what this house is built for specifically. And I'll go over the rules of that generation in just a moment. Generation 2 is going to be Business Barbie. And then we have Pet Vet Barbie, which I'm super excited for. Sea Pearl Barbie, who lives in Solani. And then we have Gymnastics Barbie, Bestseller Barbie, Movie Star Barbie, Rockstar Barbie, Barbie for President, Barbie in Space, and then there's some optional generations. We've got the Countryside Barbie, which is why you need the cottage living, the Army General Barbie in Strangerville that does the Strangerville mystery, which I'm super excited. I've never done that. We have Scientist Barbie, and then we have the Ultimate Barbie, which I thought this would be pretty awesome to do if we do the Ultimate Barbie, and then maybe that would, depending on how we like the whole Barbie Legacy thing, maybe that would lead into a Super Sim Barbie. So we'll just kind of take it. I'm sure this is going to take us quite a while to get through this Barbie Legacy, and by the end of it, I might be tired of Barbie. But if we are not tired of Barbie, we might make a Super Sim Barbie then after the Ultimate Barbie generation. Maybe we have the Ultimate Barbie will have a child that has like all the aspirations as a child, all of the milestones as an infant, just like everything. That would be pretty fun. So I'm excited to do eventually like a Super Sim, and maybe Barbie would be perfect. So back up to the Housewife Barbie. It says you've been raised with traditional values, find a good man, start a family, be a homemaker, but you want your children to aim higher, so you'll make sure to set them up for success. You need to complete the successful lineage aspiration, max parenting and cooking skills, have at least 3 kids and 1 pet. Each child must complete at least 1 aspiration, and they must all be A students. And you must have the family-oriented trait. So for our specific Barbie challenge, I gave her the family-oriented trait, the good trait, and the neat trait. Because I kind of thought Barbie is like, you know, a good person and she's neat. There were some other ones I had thought about, like cheerful and creative and that kind of stuff, but I decided to go with the good and the neat along with the family aspirations. And then I decided that Barbie's going to have a pet right away. So our Barbie it was Mr. Snuggles, but I just abbreviated to Snuggles, but we probably will call him Mr. Snuggles. And he's a Seal Point Himalayan cat because we have one of those and I absolutely love the way that they look. So that is what Barbie's going to start off with. So I did put pet stuff in the one that's being uploaded on the gallery. In my personal play, I'm going to have to actually get the money to get the pet stuff because I think the only thing Barbie has is a bed. So I think she has a bed and like 138 simoleons left or something like that. It's not very many simoleons, so I might be able to afford some of the pet stuff with that. I'll have to see once I get into the gameplay because I have not actually started the gameplay yet, but I'm super excited to start the gameplay. And I'm kind of debating on should we stream the gameplay and just leave the episodes streams, or should we could do a mixture where I stream them kind of like I'm doing with the 100 Baby Challenge and then private the streams and make shorter versions of the actual Barbie videos. So that way they're just a more condensed version of the stream because streams can be really lengthy and difficult to watch. They're really good to fall asleep to, a stream is, but sometimes when you're just trying to like see how the gameplay goes or whatever, they can be a little bit difficult to follow just because they're so long. So I like shorter videos. So I don't know, you'll have to let me know if you think that you'd be interested in streaming, and maybe depending on, you know, how it goes, then I might decide just to shorten the videos anyway, just because I like the shorter videos personally, but we'll just kind of play it by ear. But the streams with the 100 Baby Challenge are doing really awesome. I've had a lot of people to the streams. The channel is really new and you guys have been amazing with all my videos. I am just absolutely shocked. I cannot believe how many people have commented, how many people have had some suggestions and really wanted to participate in what's going on in it. And I just love it. I think it's amazing. So thank you guys so much for that, for all the love you've been giving all my videos. And just know that that just means the world to me. And it is so much more fun to play this together with other people that are like interested in it too, and with other ideas and that kind of stuff. But I love making videos. It's something I got into a couple of years ago. I love making videos. I love making content, just really everything about it. It's difficult to learn at first, but you know, once I kind of got it down, I just really enjoy it, and I love the interaction. So thank you guys so much. But anyway, we'll get back to the video, and I will leave you guys to watch the rest of the video if you're interested. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I hope you join me for the Let's Play in Barbie. And like I said, just let me know, do you think we should stream it? Do you think it should be short videos? What do you think? Let me know on the bottom of the video here. Just leave me a comment and let me know your thoughts on it. Are you excited for our Barbie Let's Play? You know, what are your thoughts? Did you watch the Barbie movie? What did you think about it? I loved it. I thought they did such an awesome job. It was so different than what I thought it was going to be, and it was just so fun and funny, and yeah, just really kind of like a feel-good kind of a movie. You know, it was just a very happy kind of a movie. My daughters and I watched it, and we came away from it just so excited. We just loved it. So I'm super excited to do this, and just kind of like a, you know, a throwback to the good old days, the days when we were children and, you know, didn't have a care in the world and played our Barbies. But anyway, so thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you guys again later. Bye.